Hostess. Follow systematic instructional method. Explanation. Demonstration. Participation. Follow-up and feedback. Train the trainer. Station setup. 2 pens, writing pad. Requirements. We start the day checking open table reservation system for reservation. Make sure you let the manager know of any big tables and last-minute changes. Clean mirrors, windows, hostess station. Welcome patrons. Seat them at tables and help ensure quality of facilities and services. Greet guests with a smile and seat them at tables or in waiting areas. Provide guests with menus. Assign patrons to tables suitable for their needs and according to rotation so that servers receive an appropriate number of seatings. Speak with patrons to ensure satisfaction with food and service, to respond to complaints, or to make conversation. Answer telephone calls and respond to inquiries or transfer calls. Take and prepare to-go orders. Maintain contact, management, serving staff, and customers to ensure that dining details are handled properly and customers' concerns are addressed. Inspect dining and serving areas to ensure cleanliness and proper setup. Supervise and coordinate activities of dining room staff to ensure that patrons receive prompt and courteous service. Receive and record patrons' dining reservations. Waitstaff. Utensils and uniform. When you walk through the front door of the restaurant, you are on. You will be informed of the uniform requirements when you start with us. Your designated uniform also includes a contagious, enthusiastic attitude. You are required to enter the building for your shift in full uniform. You are also required when you leave the building to be in full uniform. Your uniform also includes the following without exception: at least 2 pens, lighter, wine opener, smile. Dining room dress code. Shoes. Black closed-toe shoes only with non-slip soles that permit walking safely on wet or greasy floors. Pants and belts. Khaki pants only. Pants must be long enough to touch the top of the shoe. Solid color black belts must be worn with pants that have belt loops. Shirts. Oxford style, long sleeve white dress shirts. Shirts must be in good condition, not soiled or stained. Shirts must fit at the sleeve. Appearance. Clean and well-groomed hair, hair pulled back off the shoulder, well-groomed hands, fingernails and fingernail polish. Facial hair should be neat and well-trimmed. Accessories. No cologne, perfume, light makeup or jewelry. No earrings longer than 1 inch. No hat or unauthorized buttons can be worn. Requirements. Wait staff must have a friendly, smiling personality. He/she must greet every single guest. Make eye contact with guest, thank every guest. When you're at the table, make sure your mind is at the table too. Guests can tell when their server is not totally mentally present with them at the table, and it has a negative impact on the guest's experience and the server's tip. Suggestively offer specials, drinks, desserts, coffee, specialty. Full knowledge of menu. Know what the daily specials are and what they cost. Knowledge of wine. When taking an order, always look the customer directly in the eyes and stand erect. Never lean or write on the table. Never crouch down on your knees. When taking an order, always look the guest directly in the eyes and stand with a straight posture. Never handle silverware with your hand over the eating surface. When handling plates or food, never let your hand touch the eating surface or the food. Know your schedule. Know what time to be here for each shift. Know the history of the restaurant. Avoid any long conversations at any particular table. This will only upset your other guest. If you get behind, ask for assistance. You'll never get in trouble for asking. Keep yourself geared up so that you are ready for any rush. We get most of our complaints during the restaurant's slow period. If an order is delayed in the kitchen, first inform the manager and then tell your customers. The manager will go to the table and explain the situation as well. If an order is delayed in the kitchen, first inform the manager and then tell your guest. Learn to use your time wisely. When in your station, check all the tables before going back to the kitchen. Don't go to one table, then go to the kitchen. Consolidate your trips. Fill up all glasses in your whole station. Clear all plates, and then go on to something else. This is the secret to running volume and making more money. You won't believe how patient people will be if they just see you. Don't hide from your customers. People look for more than just good service and food when they go out today. They want a total dining experience. They look for that little extra personal touch which only you as their server can give them. Never spend more than 2 minutes away from your station. No server ever made any money in the kitchen. Anytime you wait on a guest, put yourself in their place. And ask yourself if you would be happy with the job you did at that table. If one person asks for something at a table, make sure you ask everyone at the table if they too would like that item. This will save you a lot of extra trips. Whenever you're reaching across someone or serving in front of someone, excuse yourself. Always keep your fingers and thumb off the plates you serve. Never underestimate the importance of a guest. A guest is not dependent upon us. We are dependent upon him or her. A guest is never an interruption of our work. He is the purpose of it. A guest does us a favor when he comes here. We're not doing him a favor by serving him. A guest is part of our business, not an outsider. A guest is not a cold statistic. He's a flesh and blood human being with feelings and emotions like our own. A guest is a person who brings us his wants. It is our job to fill those wants. A guest is deserving of the most courteous and attentive treatment we can give him. A guest is the lifeblood of Graziano's. Bartender. Station setup. Bottle opener. Bartending kit. Shakers. Lighter. At least 2 pens. Organized bar area and no clutter. Graziano's specialty cocktail menu. Smile. Liquor laws. Remember at all times that we have a responsibility in taking care of our guests to whom we're serving alcoholic beverages. It is against the law to serve alcoholic beverages to an intoxicated person, serve alcoholic beverages to an underage person. If you are in doubt, it is your responsibility as a server of alcoholic beverages to ask the individual for proper identification. Permit any intoxicated person to remain on the premises. Do not try to handle this type of situation yourself. Get a manager. Do not allow anyone to bring alcohol in any form into the restaurant. Do not have an employee under the legal drinking age handle, dispense, or serve liquor. Pour from one bottle to another. Do not serve liquor from any bottle not purchased by the restaurant. Do not allow anyone under the legal drinking age to sit at the bar. They are allowed to sit in the bar area, but not at the bar. Requirements. You are the only person who interfaces with every guest. Bartenders must have a friendly, smiling personality. He/she must greet every single guest. Make eye contact with guest, thank every guest. Suggestively offer specials, drinks, desserts, coffee, specialty. Do not confuse suggestive selling with overloading your guests with beverages or food. Your goal is a satisfied guest who enjoyed their experience and wants to return. Full knowledge of menu, knowledge of wine. When taking an order, always look the guest directly in the eyes and stand in a straight posture. Never lean or write on the table. Never crouch down on your knees. If guests seem to be in a hurry, suggest that they eat at the bar instead of waiting for a table. Cubed ice in the bin with the ice scoop placed handle up in the ice. Mixing mat placed in the rail, 2 mixing tins, and the bar strainer to the right. Bar spoon in a designated area. All necessary garnishes in their proper containers, limes, etc. straws, napkins in the napkin holder, organized and in easy reach. Well liquors, arranged in a specified order, located in a speed rail attached to the ice bin. Lime mix and grenadine in the speed rail. Most frequently used call liquors located at every station in the speed rails. Glassware stored in its designated area at each station. Stemware located so that it is accessible from every station. Trash receptacle nearby. Be attentive. Face your station. Never turn your back on your guests. After a guest has been served, do not abandon them. Approach the guests often to empty and clean ashtrays and remove debris. Change soggy napkins for fresh ones. All these services are subtle methods of silent selling. When not servicing the bar, step back and refrain from involving yourself in the guest conversations. Be attentive and efficient, but never appear to be listening to the conversation. Never take part in a guest's conversation unless directly addressed by the guest. Continually check for reorders with eye contact and attentiveness. Know your schedule. Know what time to be here for each shift. Know the history of the restaurant.
Avoid any long conversations at any particular table. This will only upset your other guest.
If you get behind, ask for assistance. You'll never get in trouble for asking. Keep yourself geared up so that you're ready for any rush. We get most of our complaints during the restaurant's slow period.